Getting monetized as a small channel on YouTube can be tough. You need at least 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 hours of watch time in the last 12 months. And as a small creator, it is super important to get monetized so you can start making money on YouTube to save up for equipment and grow your channel. In this video, I wanted to give you guys some tips, tricks, and strategies that you can apply to your YouTube channel today that will help you get monetized faster. Now, you can't bypass these requirements, but there are things you can do that will help you reach 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 hours of watch time much more quickly. So with that being said, let's get started. Now, the first thing you need to do is prioritize your goals. There's two goals you have to reach in order to be monetized on YouTube. The first one is that you need 1,000 subscribers, and the second one is that you need 4,000 hours of watch time. Now, in my opinion, I think you only need to focus on the first goal of hitting 1,000 subscribers, and this is because once you gain subscribers, the watch time will naturally follow. It's a lot easier to focus on converting your viewers to subscribers, and then once they subscribe, they're more likely to watch more of your videos, and then the watch time will follow. So the way I'm framing this video is going to be a focus on converting as many viewers as possible to subscribers, and then once you convert them, the watch time will naturally come after that because you'll have more people that will be subscribed and will be watching all of your future videos. And this is something I've noticed with a lot of smaller channels as well. They tend to hit 1,000 subscribers before they hit the watch time requirement, but once they hit 1,000 subscribers, they hit their requirement of watch time way more quickly than people that focus just on the watch time. Now, if you're optimizing for subscribers, you have to think about the process a viewer goes through before they're converted to a subscriber. People don't just go on your channel, watch one video, and then subscribe. That is pretty rare. The way it usually works, and the way I see it, even when I'm on YouTube, is that I'll watch a video from a creator, and if there's other videos I see that I like, I'll probably watch a bunch of different videos from that creator. And once I'm like, okay, I like the videos this person is making, then I'll subscribe. And so what you really need to focus on is that middle part of converting your viewers to subscribers by having them watch multiple videos of yours. And if they do this, not only are you going to gain more subscribers, but because they're watching multiple videos of yours, like I said before, the watch time will naturally follow. So what we're going to try to do is implement tactics that will allow people to watch multiple videos of yours. And there are a bunch of ways that you can do this that will allow you to get monetized faster. So the first way you can have people click on multiple videos of yours is by just having playlists. Playlists are still a very, very powerful tool that lets you organize your videos. So if you look on my channel, for example, I have a ton of different playlists. I have one for YouTube tips, I have one for software tutorials, I have one for like top 5 tech videos. And then if we go into my playlist, there's also playlists on like dropshipping, motivation for YouTubers, and playlists are so important because what it does is it allows you to organize your videos. And once your videos are organized, if somebody comes on your channel or watches one video of yours, they're going to see all the other videos in that category. And once they're in a playlist and they're watching one of your videos, the next videos will also automatically play once your video is done. And so this is a great way to have somebody watch multiple videos of yours and then eventually convert them to being a subscriber so you can hit a subscriber milestone while also having them watch multiple videos of yours. One other effective strategy on having people click on multiple videos of yours is having info cards in all of your videos. And so info cards, when you're playing a video, is this little I button over here that you can set up. And once you click on this I button, it's a lot more prominent on mobile devices, but you can see other suggested videos that you can have your viewers click on. So for example, this video is on the top 5 best free video editing software, but if somebody wanted to see, the best paid one, for example, it's right here, and they can click on that as well and be directed right to it. And this lets my viewers watch multiple videos at the same time as well, which will make them more likely to convert. And so to set up these cards, it's fairly simple. All you want to do is go and edit your video. And then once you do that, down here, you're going to see the cards button, and then you can click the edit button over here, and you can add different cards at different points. So you can just click on the video wherever you want the card. And then usually you can do another video, or you can do a playlist, whichever one is more relevant. And then once you click on it, you can choose the video and add that card. Now, the third way you can funnel your viewers across all the videos on your channel is by having links in the description. And the easiest, quickest way to do this is to go into your dashboard, go into your settings, and then you go into your upload defaults. And what I usually do is I actually have a default for the links. So for example, if we go over here, we can see watch more videos on, and then I'll put a category. So for example, if it's a gaming video, I'll be like, watch more videos on gaming, and then I'll have 2 links to similar videos. And what this lets people do is, if they're reading the description, they can see the next up video that's most relevant, and the algorithm isn't choosing it, I am, and then they can keep going through my description and clicking on different videos and watch them all across my channel. But by far, the most effective way I've been able to actually get viewers to go across my channel and watch multiple videos is by having pinned comments. So all you have to do is, if you make a new video and you have an old video that's doing well, is to leave a comment and then just pin it by clicking on these 3 dots and clicking on pin. And so for example, I have this video on the top 5 best free video editing software. If we go into the analytics, we can see that this video is getting about 8,000 views per day. Now, the way I view this number isn't just that I have 8,000 people watching this video every single day, it's that I have 8,000 people that are in front of my entire channel that I can convert as subscribers. And the best way I found to do this is by having these pinned comments. So every single day when there's 8,000 people that are watching this video, there are a ton of people that go into the comments as well. And so whenever I make a new video that is relevant to this video that's doing well, I will leave a comment on that video and then I'll pin it. And we can see that people are clearly seeing it, because this one has 278 likes and this one has 73 likes, 72 not including my own like because someone had to get the momentum going. But if we click on this video, for example, this video is on DaVinci Resolve. So the previous video was about the top 5 best video editing software, and this video is a full tutorial on one of those programs. So there's a direct connection there. And if we go to the analytics of this video, what we can see is that I only uploaded it 2 weeks ago and it has 5,400 views. And if you look at where everyone is coming from, 31% of people are coming from other YouTube features, which in this case is that link. So if we take 30% of 5,000, that's about 1,700 people that have come just from clicking on my link in the comments. And if we go into engagement, we can see that there has been 350 hours watched. And so just by leaving that one comment, a third of the views from this video came from that comment, which means that there's about 100 hours that have been watched just because I left a pinned comment in the other video. So as you can see, pinned comments, in my opinion, are very powerful. But those are like the 4 main ways I found that you can create that funnel within your channel if you already have videos that you want people to cycle between. And doing this will let you convert people much more quickly to reach the 1,000 subscribers, but it will also let you accumulate watch time faster, because it's so much easier to convert somebody who's already on your channel than trying to find new people. And by doing this, you can have the same person who's already interested in one of your videos watch a bunch of your other ones. Now, before we move on to how you can modify your content to get monetized faster, I wanted to give a quick shout out to today's sponsor, which is Skillshare. Skillshare is an online education platform where you can take as many courses as you want for a monthly or annual fee. It's such a great resource for new YouTubers because there's courses on literally every single topic. So if you wanted to learn how to do video editing or graphic design to make thumbnails, or even how to do keyword research, there's a course for it, and you don't have to pay extra money for each additional course. Now, one course that I've been doing on Skillshare that I found really cool is a course on storytelling and how you can create engaging videos on YouTube, which teaches you the psychology of how to actually create engaging content and apply those principles to your video editing. And it's actually made by the editor of Yes3, so I've been really engaged with that course. And the first 1,000 people to use the link in my description will also get a free trial of Skillshare Premium. So if you are interested, be sure to check that out. Now, so far we've talked about how you can increase your subscribers and watch time with the current content you already have and by cycling people through. The other side is how you can modify your future content so that you can get monetized faster. Now, when it comes to changing your content, a lot of people think that you have to make longer videos in order to get monetized more quickly, because the longer your videos are, the faster you'll hit 4,000 hours. But let me tell you right now, this is far from the case, and this can actually have the opposite effect on your channel. Because if you're making a video longer for no reason and the video isn't as engaging, you're not going to have people watch the video all the way through. If anything, people are going to watch less of that video. And even though your videos are longer, you're going to get less watch time, which is going to hurt your channel overall. Instead, you want to look at it kind of like a pie. So there's 4,000 hours you need to get in the year. But there's multiple ways you can split this pie up. if your channel has content where you can make longer videos and make them more engaging, for example, instead of doing a top 5 video, you do a top 10 video, which is just as valuable but longer, then that's one way you can split up the pie. But there's also other ways you can have more entertaining and engaging content on your channel. For example, if you make, short 5-minute funny moments videos of certain video games, instead of uploading 1 a week, you can also split that pie up by uploading 2 a week. You'll be able to reach that goal faster, but you don't necessarily have to make longer videos. So what I would do is I would reevaluate my channel and see what kind of videos I make, and then see if it makes more sense to make longer videos that are just as engaging, or if it makes sense to upload more videos more frequently that are the same length, because both of those ways will allow you to increase your watch time because you're producing more engaging content. But what you want to make sure before you extend the length of the content or double the amount of content you're uploading is to make sure that whatever you're doing is still resulting in engaging content being produced, because you can have more content, but you have to make sure that other people also want to watch that additional content, or it's not going to have an impact on your monetization or your watch time. Now, one way that you can get monetized faster by changing your content is by focusing on different niches. If you focus on a certain niche, what this will allow you to do is create a bunch of content that's in a certain category. So for example, you might, go into the niche of gaming and then only make Among Us content if those videos are doing really well. And if you have 5 or 6 videos in the same niche, this will allow a viewer to once again cycle through your content and they'll be watching multiple videos. And this will have 2 effects. First of all, this will increase your watch time because they're watching multiple videos. But second of all, if you're focusing on a niche and your viewer likes this niche and they're watching all of these videos, they're also more likely to subscribe. And there's a bunch of different ways you can experiment with different niches. You don't have to just make one type of video, but rather look at the content you're making now and see which videos are doing well. And then there's multiple ways you can branch out. For example, if you're focusing on Among Us content, you can do a bunch of different things. You can make Among Us videos with your friends, you can do funny moments, but you can also branch out into tutorials. And this is a different content style, but your viewers will be interested in clicking on both of these videos because they're fundamentally different, but they still fall under that same niche of Among Us. Now, it can be hard to find a niche to focus on, but there's multiple ways you can find one that works for you. A couple ways include going on the YouTube trending page and just seeing what is trending and then trying to find spin-off topics of those videos that can also do really well. So for example, when iOS 14 came out, there was a bunch of YouTubers that had never made an iPhone video before, but because they saw it was trending, they hopped on that train and they made a content in that niche and it did really, really well. And then they made, 4 or 5 other videos on the same topic. And what this allowed them to do is have one viewer watch multiple videos, get all of that watch time, and also be able to subscribe because they're focusing on something that's very, very narrow. And this is a concept that you can apply to your channel as well. Now, another way you can find niches to compete in is by using a tool called TubeBuddy. Now, TubeBuddy is a Chrome extension you can download, and with the free version, you can go on YouTube and search for different keywords and search topics, and you can see how many people are searching for them, as well as how competitive it is. So if you find certain topics that aren't too competitive, you can definitely get more viewers, and this will allow you to plan which niches you want to compete in early on before you make 5 or 6 videos on the topic and figure out that it's a very competitive niche. So I would recommend TubeBuddy as well. But that's about it for this video. Hopefully it did help you out. If it did, be sure to give this video a big thumbs up, and as always, thanks for watching. My name is Ziovo, and I'm signing out.